Hello juniors, and welcome back to Computer Systems and Programming. In this video we'll be going over GitHub. So for what we'll be talking about, we'll talk about what is GitHub, setting up GitHub, using GitHub, and then we'll do some more practice similar to how we did with Eclipse. So as always, there's this GitHub activity prompt that has all the information that I'm talking about. It'll have step-by-step instructions for how to do everything and what you have to do for the practice. So, starting off with what is GitHub? So GitHub is something that hosts your source code for projects in a variety of different programming languages and keeps track of the various changes made through every iteration. It also allows you to collaborate with other people on your code and keeps your programs organized so you can look back on them whenever you want. It's one of the largest repository hosting services. This past year, 2018, GitHub reported having over 28 million users. Having GitHub allows for people or companies to access your programs and can aid in getting a job, especially if it's related to computer science. So this is the biggest thing. GitHub is used to make online coding portfolios. So then you can show off your portfolio to other people saying, hey, this is what I have made. I've made this fully functioning program. Look at what I can do. So it's really helpful for getting jobs. So we'll be using it to host all of our programs and kind of to turn in homework. We'll do a weird combination between it and Canvas. So first let's talk about setting up GitHub. So we're going to go to GitHub and create an account. This is where all of your project and work will be stored. So first, you're going to go to this website. You're going to make an account. So I already have an account. I'll just sign in. Sign in. And you should create your own account and sign into it. Then we're going to download the GitHub desktop app. So what you're going to do is go to github.desktop.github.com. On here should be a download for Windows 64-bit. So you're going to download this, and this is going to be similar to your Eclipse and the Python. You're going to install this program. You're going to set it up, so you'll just run through the normal installation process, and then you're going to sign into your account. So I'll give this a second to finish downloading. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the .exe, same as you did with all the other ones. It's going to ask you if you should allow this this program to access your computer. So this one is a little bit more like does it itself. It kind of installs automatically. So I already had it installed, so it kind of already found this or found what I was doing. So mine isn't. Yours is going to look different because you have to sign in, and then even when you do sign in, yours is still going to look different. But that's just because you don't have any projects. I have all of these what we call repositories on GitHub. So let's talk a little bit about using GitHub. So the GitHub desktop app works by copying projects out of folders on your desktop and then uploading them to GitHub. So you tell GitHub to look at a certain folder on your desktop, it finds those and then uploads them to Google. GitHub calls these folders repositories. They're similar to Eclipse project folders and are just used to tell GitHub what to copy onto github.com. So we'll be using GitHub together with Eclipse to upload all of our stuff. The process will go as followed. We'll make a project folder on Eclipse. Then we'll make a .py module on Eclipse. This module will show up in the project folder. Then we will go to the GitHub desktop app and add a local repository. So if I go over here and I do File, Add Local Repository. Then, let's see if I can minimize this. Then I'm going to, for the local path, we will choose a project folder that we made. So let's choose, I have tons of project folders, so let's just choose this random test class. Let's choose this one. It's going to tell us that it is not a repository. This is because GitHub has to add some files to the folder. So if you remember when we were in my folder, mine is called Eclipse, yours should be called Python. When we were in this one, you could see the .git. That's the .github working in it, and .project is the Eclipse. So these two hidden files, which you shouldn't see, I have mine viewed so I can see hidden items. But so these are GitHubs and these are projects. So it's telling us that it's not a repository. We're going to create a repository there. So it's going to create a repository in that spot, and then we'll click Create Repository. What that does now is all of this, all of the stuff in that folder has now become a repository. So if we go to that test class, all of these should be in here somewhere. So here they all are. You can see them. These are all the new changes. What you have to do is publish the repository. So you have to publish it to github.com. You want to uncheck keep this code private, because any code that you have posted onto GitHub is going to have to be shared with us. So you want to make sure that it's public. Then you're going to click Publish Repository. And then it's pushing it onto github.com. And then that's it. So now, if I were to make any edits to one of these, let's see if I can just edit these real quick with idle. So then let's say just add this to it, save it. GitHub is going to notice that there is a new change. So now all we're going to do is commit to master, and that new change is now, we push it, that new change is now online, and everyone can see it who has that link. So we went through and did that once. The steps are right here too. If you're ever confused, they're right here, and you can follow this step by step. So now for practice, what we want you to do is, you've seen the process and you've done this yourself. You should do this with your Hello World project. You're going to do this for all the projects folders we've created. So from that Eclipse activity prompt that we made all the different project folders, there was the project with your first name, there was the practice project, there was this finally done project folder. All of these should be uploaded onto your GitHub account, and once it's on GitHub, we should be able to see it. So again, just like Eclipse, at cohort, I will be coming to your computer and checking, okay, is your project up on GitHub? Is it shared appropriately? Can I access it? So you can feel free to look around at GitHub more. You have all the projects here that you've ever uploaded. You can commit the changes. You can kind of just look at all the different things. You can delete repositories, pull them offline. You can look into that if you'd like. Otherwise, the only thing we need you to do is to know how to put the projects on here by doing File, Add Local Repository, and then doing all the steps from before. So that is all, juniors. I will see you later.